There is something about Symphony of Destruction that just stays with you. It's heavy, but it's controlled, aggressive, but never messy in a way. When the song came out in 92, Dave Mustaine wasn't using like massive digital rigs or an ultra high gain amps or anything like that. It's the was like simply just a Jackson V style with a passive Seymour Duncan pickups into a Marshall GCM 800. There is nothing better than that. It's pushed enough that you can hear every note and like there is nothing to hide in a way. It was big and it was not like a big wall of gain or huge low ends or like fancy effects. It's just tight, mid-focused, and it stays clear when even in like later when the riff gets like really fast, you can hear the pick attack, you hear the strings, you can hear the aggression in a way. And this is what I love about Megadeth. Like they are famous, but I feel like they are underrated in a way. Like I would love it if they are as famous as Metallica or even more. Metallica are good, but their main music is so, I don't know how to explain it. Like you can know if you just listen to them. I prefer Megadeth more than Metallica, but I love them both. But to say equally, I don't know. So let's hear the sound. I'm using my Gibson Les Paul with the GP-5. It's pretty simple. Like, let me connect my phone to the GP5 and let's go through the effect. So, it's pretty simple. Like, nowadays, I think he's using like the Cortec with the power caps. I mean, it sounds okay, but for touring, I think he like it's not easy if you're touring all the time and you have a lot of rig and stuff. I don't know how Joe Bonamassa does it, but to be honest, it's pretty cool. But for now, I think he's using only like digital stuff, and it still sounds. I would love to see them live, but I think they have their last tour. I think soon, in 2026. Let's see. So first, record my screen and let's go through the chain. So we start with the noise gate. For example, let's just remove the noise gate as always. I mean, it's a little bit noisy. Let me see. Yeah, it's noisier without the noise gate. With the noise gate. So if you're playing heavy metal, or it's like a recommended thing, like you really need to use a noise gate. I use like the threshold, like it's a little bit a lot, like it choke a little bit, but if you're playing the riff or something, it's okay. So for the boost, I didn't use any because I think this is mainly the riff sound. The solo is, I will make the solo for another video. So for the pedal, like for the overdrive or distortion, I used a rat distortion, and you can see I pushed it the volume harder so you can push the amp harder. I mean, this is digital, but you should think about it as a like as a guitar and effect and stuff. Like you shouldn't think about just it's digital or something. Everything is relatable, you know. So because this is a copy of the real thing, so it's somehow representing the real things in a way. Anyway, for gain, I didn't use a lot of gain. I didn't use a lot of filler, which is the tone in a way. But the volume, I pushed it like 80. Amp, I used the JCM 800. You can see I pushed the gain too much. Present too, the volume too. and it's like I get all the gain from the amp in a way. Like I didn't rely on like the pedal, and the bass I cut the bass a little bit, but still it's too bassy because of my Gibson. I'm thinking about changing the pickups because I have the original pickups. I would like to like change something like the lower output. Mids not a lot for I mean metal they always say like less mids, like flatten the mids. I didn't flat them, but they are like flat in a way. Treble 80%, which is a lot just to keep it bright. Cab, the old trusty greenbacks, like you never go wrong with this. I mean, I would like to use the vintage 30, but they somehow don't sound good here. I like the vintage, I like the greenbacks, they are okay. For the EQ, I mean, I like flatted the 400 and 800, and like lowered it and cut it a little bit. For the 1.6K, I pushed it a little bit. It's like the spark in a way, or the mids. And you see, like I removed mids and I gave them back just like a little bit. For the 4K, I used a little bit, and the volume is the same. You can see here I didn't use any modulation or delay or reverb. It's so simple. This. I mean, don't let people like deceive you and say you need all this fancy gear to get a metal sound. A metal sound is like the most basic sound you can get, unless you're using like drop D or something. Like you just need a good amp, like a high gain amp, and that's it actually. I think for me, what I found difficult using this pedal for is like if you want something like clean, like really clean, like nice clean, or like jazzy. Jazzy, I think you can go around it, but for the clean sound, I'm always struggling with it. Like if I want to get like Joe Bonamassa sound or like John Mayer sound, it's not easy to get. Anyway, this is all for today, guys. Let's hear again the sound and tell me what you think. See you guys. Cheers and practice guitar.